Wow, that was a nice transition. Hey guys, welcome. Let me put this here. Welcome guys. Thank you so much for joining. What a selection of shots. Wow, wow, wow. I was waiting for this stream, guys. I was waiting for it. So, how are you doing today, y'all? Uh, Bonnie, nice emotes, by the way. You're a real streamer now. Lucas, welcome, man. Welcome, welcome, Roma Alfie Holmes. Do I know you from anywhere? Are you from Twitter? Thank you for the follow, by the way. I think you did just a few minutes ago. Welcome to the crew. Kadim, welcome, my man. Thank you for joining as usual. Hucho, Hocho. I have no clue how to pronounce your name. Why did you change it, by the way? But welcome. Happy to have you. Look at all those shots, guys. They are beautiful, and yet I will wreck them all except two. This will be harsh. This will be blunt. I hope you can handle this, guys. I'm not gonna be nice. Just kidding. I'm gonna be nice, but I'm gonna be blunt. Who's there? That's it. Happy to have you guys. So okay, this one I'm a bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit nervous. Hey, real soul surrender. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome. Chris, my man. Thanks for being there, having my back. Don't let me be nice. Chris is much less nicer than me, guys. So okay, I will need a bit of disclaimer for this one because it's a tricky exercise that I'm about to do. Who's gonna win, right? You're here to just make fun of me. Okay, no, seriously though. Disclaimer time, and once it will be done, it will be done. Don't make me say it again and again and again during the stream. I'm here to tell you why you didn't win. In my book, of course. Otherwise, great. I found you because someone I follow RT your contest Twitter post. Nice of them to RT it. Followed your profiles. Thank you. I'm a relative newbie, happy to learn. So am I. All right. So I. Nomad from Ghost Recon Breakpoint. You saw that. That was not. That was not a Photoshop Kratos streamer, Bonnie. Oh yeah, you said it actually. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, so guys, let me focus on my disclaimer so it will be done. First of all the shots were actually nice and really I was super happy to see that many entries. Again, thank you to Asobo Studios and to Focus Home Interactive to provide me some keys to give you guys with this contest. Now, the way I did this contest is something I want to explain. Yeah, you hopefully after this stream you would be able. I hope my reasons why I chose this and this and not this and this will make sense. You can disagree with it. Most of the points are just, you'll see. You can disagree, but I don't think you can really think it's unfair, for instance. And I hope it will help you to see what I watched exactly. Hey Nina, by the way. Hey Pone. Hey man. Hey Ruben. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I think people are interested in this kind of content, maybe just having feedbacks and stuff. So as I said, I'm a bit nervous because taking critiques is not always easy, and obviously if you're willing to, it's easier. Now I take the risk to do this on shots that people didn't ask me for feedback. They just gave me the shots, hoping that I would pick it to earn something, right? So I would understand if people don't want to hear feedback on their shot. That's fine. I'm gonna take the risk just for this time because I truly, deeply believe that we need more of this in the community, and I'm willing to be the one going into the fire for a start. Hey Dist, thank you for joining. If yeah, Bonnie, you can ban anyone you want, but Chris, I guess. Um, so okay, critique is good. Of course, it needs to be balanced and positive and constructive. That's for sure. One thing that people really don't always take nicely is like underlining bad sides or problems in shots. And also you need to trust the person who critiques. You need to actually think this person is good enough to critique, which I understand. So the first big important point in my disclaimer is that I'm not saying by critiquing, is it a word? Your shot or anyone's shot that mine are better. I'm saying that this is what I do on my shot. If I want to make them as good as possible, right? I would go through my old shots and I would do the same and try to be as fair as possible with my bad stuff. That's how I grow up my quality. All right. Pony is already mad. He didn't even participate. So just in case someone's watching and doesn't know how to take critiques or is just a bit insecure about their work and stuff like this, it's very important to understand, but you cannot understand it like this, but still you really need to understand that it's never a personal attack. It doesn't mean that because this shot hasn't been winning, it doesn't mean that none of your shots are good or whatever, or even that this shot is bad. It's just, for me, for a certain amount of reasons that I will explain, it was not the best one. Now, I cannot keep up with the chat. I really just want to go through all this disclaimer stuff because I expect people to watch this VOD a bit more than usual. So I want them to be able to just know where they put the feet. The feet. Yeah, you need to separate yourself from your work. It's hard to do if you're not from an artistic background like Chris is or I am. Just in case some people don't know, I'm 40 years old. All right, I know I look much younger, but I'm still 40, and I was in art university for 7 years when I was in my 20s, and this is what we did daily on our work, on our friends' work, even on teachers' work. We were forced to do this type of exercise, to watch a piece of work and explain why it works or why it doesn't work. Now, there is not just one way to work, right? I will go back in details on that, because this thing you keep hearing in artistic communities in general, like art is subjective. I'm sorry, no, it's not. No, it's not. You have I said this many times on this channel, so if you follow me, you know what I think about this. You have a certain amount of precept, of rules that you can learn and you can unlearn and you can break in a willingly way. But there is still a few amount of things that can make something good and something bad. All right. Now, it's not the whole package. Of course, at certain point, if everything crosses the good, check the right boxes, and you have good shots, you have a good amount of masterized thing or controlled things, you still have, of course, in this case, my opinion, my tastes. All right. So I tried to keep my taste as far and as as unimportant as possible in my final decision, but you cannot erase it completely. I'm gonna give you an example, very simple. I actually asked a few other people I trust the judgment, their winners, and it was not the same as mine. All right. So keep that in mind. Of course, I chose. Um, what I will be doing is I actually separated the shots in three categories. The winner, and it will be no suspense. I will give you the winners right away. The shots that could have win, like they were win worthy in my opinion. It's just like this little thing that is maybe more the personal thing that made me choose another one, and the other ones that in my opinion had no chance to win this time. All right, and I will try to explain as clearly as possible the reasons so it's fair. Another reason why I do this, and I'm sorry, I'm just not reading the chat right now. Another reason why I want to do this is because I enter contests with my shots and I never win. And it's okay for me to not win. I like to enter the contest, but still, when I don't win, sometimes I wish I knew why I wasn't picked. Because in my opinion or in my book, I'm like, okay, my shot was good enough to win. Seriously, it happens. I also know when it's not good enough, but sometimes it happens that I feel like the winner is not much better than mine. Let's let's even say it's not as good as mine. Okay, why not? So I would like to know. I really would like to know why wasn't I picked? So that's why I want to explain people today why I didn't pick them. Drum roll. I mean, Poem, we can have this talk on your show sometimes, but you got to leave me a bit of the blanket. You got to give me some stuff I can do on my Twitch channel because if we double everything. Okay, I think I covered the basics of my apologies, and don't get mad at me if you weren't picked. I guess you're I wish I could give a key to anyone, but I couldn't. All right, it's coming. So who won? JP, not you. I told you it will think. So basically, guys, just to release the pressure if you are waiting, I already contacted the winners. So if you didn't get a message from me today, and I know they had it because they answered me and they already had the price. So if you are not that person, you didn't win. I'm sorry. And hopefully from this live you will understand why. I'm not saying that you will get better after this because it's not the point. The point is to understand why I personally didn't choose you. So Bonnie, stop capsing stuff. Art is subjective, so I automatically don't agree with following all the rules. No. I really disagree with that. Again, as I said, it's not completely subjective. You cannot just because people use this as a really, really famous excuse to explain some bad habits or just that they don't care or just that they didn't know about something, which is fine. Wait, this is fine. We can do VP for pleasure, and I don't always measure every inch of my shots at all. We are in a contest here. So if you present a work for a contest, at least I expect to present my best work, the one that will narrow the most the possible errors, right? So I think that's a pretty objective way of watching a shot. Yeah, not huge AP. I'm gonna explain you why, because there are actually reasons. So another thing that I did is I hope people won't get mad at me for that, but for some shots, the one that I thought were good enough to win, but just a small detail was bugging me, for instance, I edit them so I can show you exactly what is my point. So yeah, this is a bit bold as well. I'm sorry if you take it the wrong way. Deal with it. So, okay, what is a portrait? Right? Because I asked specifically, hey Tony, by the way, I asked specifically for portraits and I separated in two categories. Now, there is a reason why I did that. Because black and white and color are not the same way to do a portrait. And if you enter a color category, I expect you to think about your color theory in your shot and that it matters that the shot is in color. And the same way, black and white, and we talked about that on this channel already. We did a full 3 hour stream about black and white photography, right? So you enter this contest led by me with a black and white shot, you'd better be ready to check the boxes. So sorry, this if you have some problem. The video will be on VOD, of course. So let's get into it. This is not, I'm sorry, this is my actual desk wallpaper. It's one of my own shot because I love myself, all right? And this is one I would have entered in the portrait color category, by the way. So what do you want in a portrait? You want to show a subject, right? That's not the winner eye, but thank you for joining, by the way. You want to show something or someone, right? An emotion, an environment, maybe even of this subject, the story, storytelling, anything that is regarding this subject, right? The way you do this is not just by shooting this person or this object. You have other things to create your portrait, such as framing, composition, obviously, negative space, aspect ratio, angle, textures. Will you add some grain or not? All of this matters. If you enter in a contest for portrait a 16:9 ratio on my contest, I mean, obviously you don't know me, right? Game cropped. It matters. You have to give a meaning to this choice. This is all, or the 16:9. This is all choices, right? So hopefully, I mean, you can definitely, I'm gonna have to apologize again. You can definitely think this is bullshit and you don't need that, right? I'm just saying I need it, and that's the reason why I didn't pick this or this. All right, is it clear enough? I took some notes actually because I don't want to really forget some important stuff. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna start with the color section because it was really, that's why I don't run contests and reject being a jury when people invite me to join. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. If it's fine by you, yeah, sure. Sure, you have a tons of other skills and other things you can enjoy in VP and stuff. Perfectly fine by me. It's not my way. I want to get better. I want to know why I'm not you know, I just want to get better, and you need to observe other stuff and understand. That's just the way I was raised. That's it. Color category is oh wait, yeah. Sorry, we don't even see. Sorry, give me a sec. Color category was a bit yeah, not much shots. All right, guys, this is the winner. This is a great shot by Blogger Failure. So as I said, the winners are already aware that they won. So I'm not sure if he's here or not, but whatever. He's the winner, and for different reasons. So I'm gonna start by explaining why this one win, and then watching the other ones, maybe it will be easier to understand what I didn't find in the other ones that I found in this one. First of all, the colors are absolutely beautiful. The color theory, which is the way you make colors cohabitating, like being together. Sorry, my English, right? This red is vibrant. It takes a lot of space, and the blue is a really nice counterbalance. So now I can hear some people already asking, but how is that a portrait? It's what we call the candid portrait. A candid portrait is a portrait, it's a shot portraying a person without that person being aware of being photographed. So it can be completely, what's the word in English? Mise en scène, like set. Like if you know a bit of photography, you probably know Robert Doisneau. It's a French photographer, black and white, a lot of shots in Paris, and a lot of famous shots like The Kiss. The Kiss is a shot of two-person kissing in a Paris street, or is it in front of the Eiffel Tower? I don't remember. And everyone finds this portrait beautiful because, you know, it's poetic and stuff. But it's just two actors kissing because he set the whole shot as a candid portrait. So this one works well as a candid portrait. It really looks like she's busy going to kill some hiss guys, and so it's fine for the portrait category. Now the composition itself, I like it. This is really just my liking. The way the shot is cut on diagonal downstairs. The way she moves, the movement, it tells a story. It tells the direction she takes. It tells that she's going down. The outfit chosen in this match perfectly the stairs, and the negative space around her is well balanced in my opinion. Negative space is tricky. So the negative space, in case just you don't know, is all this space where nothing is except color, which is convenient for this category, by the way. Again, if I just go back to my shot here as an example, I did exactly the same. Just use some solid color as a background and give a negative space to give direction to the eyesight. We're gonna talk about this a bit more. I love the white shirt balancing out the white stairs, right? That works. That's a smart choice. Even if he didn't do it on purpose, I don't care. It's there. It exists. And you know, you don't, I always say this, you don't have to know music theory to play the guitar. You still need to know it if you want to be Jimi Hendrix at some extent. So I don't know if Deeper, like Blogger Failure is the handle, but Deeper of Smoke, I think, is the name on Twitter. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but whatever. It's well done, and it's even better if he did it instinctively. Thank you, JP, for the congrats. So yeah, I think it's a well balanced shot, masterized, and it's kind of bold to enter this type of shot in a portrait contest because yeah, some people might not even see why it's a portrait. The first time I saw it, I was not sold on it. I was like, I spent a lot of time, guys, watching all the shots in detail and really balancing everything I could. Really. So it grew on me, and I was finally I was like, okay, this one is the one I like the most. So let's check the other ones because we have some good ones. Otherwise, we had this one. It's not obvious, right? Like, yeah, I guess if you don't really are into photography and stuff, you might be a bit not gonna lie, I was confused when I saw this. Loved the shot, but I had no idea it was a portrait. First time I saw it, I was like, man, come on, I asked for portraits. You know, even though I know about candid portrait, I had the same reaction at first. I was like, uh, I think it's the first shot I received, by the way, in the color category. And it's just, you know, when I sat down and I really thought about it, I was like, wait. Aren't you a bit fast on that? Because it is a portrait. This is not the type of portrait I do. I really don't do candid portrait. I have no clue how to do this. Maybe you could consider it when you put your character in scale in a big landscape. It could be considered a candid portrait in some cases. So I guess I do some, but it's definitely not something I try to do or I try to be better at. But it exists, and I acknowledge that this shot was working well. Why not this one? You have a doubt. Isn't the portrait supposed to be close to the face? Are you are you listening to me? I just explained what is a candid portrait. So yeah. No, you don't have to be close. A portrait can be a candid portrait where you see someone from a bit afar because they are not aware that they are shotted. That's a type of portrait if you prefer. It's not the main known one, I guess, but it's still valid. So this one was really close. I like this one a lot, really a lot. So what do I like in this one? Let's start with this. I like the glance. I like the gaze. Maybe I didn't understand your question properly. Then supposed to be close to the face, not just the just not just the orientation. Of course, it's not just the orientation, right? Right now we have a horizontal portrait, which is my favorite type of portrait, by the way. But okay, so here Judy's gaze is absolutely perfect. It goes down in the right direction. So it's something I always want to check is where the character is watching. Okay, Ruben. So the way she's watching in that direction, right? Like she's watching a Q chat. And and I like it. I like that she's not looking at us. It makes you out of the relationship with the person or the thing she's watching, right? You are observing it. You're outside of it. I like this. It's not easy to do, as we will see later in other shots. I'm gonna try to keep it shorter for some shots than others because otherwise we'll be there for 20 hours. So I really do like this one. The color, the lighting is perfect. The black is beautiful. It's well made. You can even see a bit the watermark here, but it's not aggressive. I didn't notice it before quite a long time actually. I like that we can see the hair here, but not too much, so it doesn't take the attention out of the eye. The eye is really well centered. It's well placed. Yeah, it's a strong angle to use and very tricky. So this is all fine. It could really have one. Why did I not chose this one is really one reason. It's a black and white shot for me. It doesn't need the color. To me, the color doesn't bring anything in the shot. So not nothing. It brings a warmth. It brings an ambience, I guess. Framing is okay. It's okay for me. I mean, yeah, I would have framed it slightly differently, but on this one, it was not my main problem. Again, I think if we had just a slight other element in the shot that brings this warmth, I don't know, a light or a light source or something, it creates a story. It creates the fact that this warmth is important in the shot. Right now we have nothing other than the light, the color itself, and I don't think it's enough in a, like, again, compared to this one that really has a strong color theory. So I tried in black and white and with a green filter to make it very very whitish and blackish. I think it works as much, at least. It's colder, obviously, which fits the gaze. So it's a very good shot. Might have worked better as portrait. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. So you see, Chris will have this type of other feedback because he's got a different, of course, different tastes. So it still plays a bit, and a different experience than me. And maybe he can sees it in portrait much easier. When for me, this negative space is important because of the direction of the gaze. That's something I really want to use more in my shots. So I guess I'm more sensitive to this. But yeah, that's it. That's the only reason. This shot works well in black and white, and even though it's looking great, I love the lips colors. It was just not as strong as this one for me. Right? Moving on to the next one. It's a killer look, and by the way, I don't like Judy at all. I don't like this character in to shoot. I think her skin is really too sleek. I don't like the texture on the character. I really don't like to shoot her, and this shot was made me like, okay, I need to shoot her more. But again, yeah, Barbie skin, yeah, good one. Again, you see, the way I chose to edit it, um, I chose this filter because it makes the skin completely porcelain, and it fits the fact that her skin is really slick to me. So anyways, this shot had no trouble. For me, it's good. I like the storytelling. I like the rain. I like the position of the guy. I really, I like it. And again, it might sound a bit harsh to the person who did it. Rune the Crow, thank you for entering. But again, the color theory is not as striking to me as the other one, so it just went after. But I have nothing really bad to say about it. Maybe just you don't really know what's happening and it's hard to imagine. You can still feel like he's having a bad moment. I guess that's still emotion telling. So I like it. I like it. It was just not as strong as the other ones to me. No tactical advantage whatsoever. So that's it for the ones that could have won if this one was not around. Now let's check the other ones. One thing I want to point out is that I didn't really take in consideration the technical aspect of the shot. Like if you shot it on like a console or PC or whatever, it didn't affect my selection here, but it could have, because I genuinely think it's okay to just have good shots because you have good material. It might sound unfair, but it's not to me. If you want to enter a good traditional photography competition, you would buy a camera. I don't know. But I didn't have to. I didn't have to do this, so I'm glad. I'm actually glad I didn't have to pick on that aspect. Yeah. So okay, this one is. I actually like it. I made sure that because I don't play much this game, I just made sure with the photographer that he chose the angle, and because it was made in the character gallery, I think, something like that. Hey Cropped, hey man, you were not there yet. Okay, so I fired a shot at you, but it was just kidding. Um, so I do like it. He chose the angle, so I do think the eye contact is well made. You'll see it's not always the case. I do like the colors, but they are a bit weak. They could have been a bit more popped up. My main concern, my main problem with this one is the framing, and it's the ears. Why would you cut those little pointy ears? They are so important in her outfit. Then to me it was like, oh man. And the breasts, I guess, it could join a bit like going all the way through the point the vest is closing. I think I would have liked it better. Other than that, really, it's just the colors could have been popped a bit, I guess, but it's okay. It's a nice shot. It's a nice shot, and it's a really nice character to portray. Always tricky when you use like the basic animation of a character, like a resting face. It's always a bit tricky because it will be harder to make a story out of this, usually. Less breasts, more head. Could have been a bit more like this as well. Yeah, definitely. And then the ears cut would not matter as much because the focus is much more on the eyes. If you put the eyes on this line or in the middle of the shot, it doesn't matter that much that you cut a bit of the top, in my opinion. And Chris is agreeing, which relieves me. So yeah, that's the reason why. This one is pretty much this. You'll hear this a lot. The framing is not optimal. So to me, this is much better. Simple, one by one, a square, or just more space on the sides. But why, like, do this at a 16:9? To me, doesn't bring anything except that the face looks narrowed in a corridor or something like this, and it could be meaningful to have this composition, but I don't think it is here. I think it's a 16:9, right? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's very long for a portrait. And if you watch the intro video, by the way, you can see, because it's on a black background, you can see some shots that looks very, very narrow. And that's something I keep saying. On vertical, the 16:9 is the equivalent of 21 per 21.9 per for an horizontal. It's very wide. So you have to have a reason to use this aspect ratio in a portrait. I can show you some examples if you want. So yeah, for me, more square would have been nice. 4:3, maybe 1:1. 1:1 would be nice. Also, this shot was first entered in black and white. The person, so DP Rutz VP, sorry if I butcher this, uh, entered it in black and white first, and it was working just the same. It was as good, which again was a problem for me in the color category. I think it could, yeah, that's it. It's just my choice. The shot is still nice. I like the face. Again, resting face, not easy. I like the rain, and like the fact that she's lonely in the rain. But if you put this like let's imagine the face is turning, and you have, hey, Deeper of Smoke, thank you for joining, man. I mean, if you just join now, you missed your shot. We were talking about it first. Hey Diego, by the way. All right. Enjoy your class. So yeah, this negative space on the side would have worked a bit better for me. So that's why not this one. I do like the shot though. This one entered really at the last moment. I already did my video, so I had to redo it. Thank you, Angry Beard. Okay, I'm pretty sure you already understood why. The colors are nice. I like the use of this skin. Of course, it's a game that I know very much, so I know that this is a good skin to use in a fiery place. For it matches the oranges camailleux. Is it a word in English? But again, why 16:9? What is all this? What is all this? It doesn't, like here, it doesn't bring anything. So, no. Like this, okay. This shot is much better in my opinion. So that's really it. A framing, a cropping. You know, guys, you know that for me it's very important. So sorry, thank you for entering though. And of course, thank you for entering with some Mortal Shell and Dream. What about 1610? I don't even know this one. And since your mouth is open, JP, look who's there. That's you. All right, so not bad shot. I like the water out of the air. I like the movement that it gives. I like the fact that she's closed eyes, very deep feelings here. What does she have in the back though? What the fuck is this? So I assume it's her weapon, but it's not the subject of the shot. And it's very distracting because it's full of colors that are not in the rest of the shot. And it's framed as if this is as important as this, the face. So I'm like, I'm confused. I don't see the relationship between those two in this shot, right? The leaves are a bit the same. I find this whole right side distracting from the subject, that is Abby in a deep emotion moment or about to blow up or something like this. So what I would have done, I didn't do it on this shot, but I could have just showcased it. I would have just frame it. Sorry, I'm gonna just do this real quick. I would have done this. Beam. And more negative space here. You just stamp your black and a bit of the light source to give more space to this movement of the hair. You know, it's going there. You need the space to imagine, to put it in your mind that this water is going there. It's just hitting the wall for me here, and that's the reason why I couldn't make you win, my friend. I'm so sorry. I'm really happy you entered the shot though. Okay, so shotgun is the symbol of the violence. She wants to look away. Okay, it's not clear to me because she's got it on her back. So of course I understand that you cannot make her put the gun down and stuff like this. I do understand that. But if you want this storytelling, I mean, maybe someone would understood it, right? I just didn't. And that is the reason why it was bothering me more than because yeah, she wants to. I didn't play the game. I just know the story, and she didn't strike me as someone who wants to look away. So yeah, I guess I just missed the point. Oh, you thought of it now, which is fine, by the way. You can lie about theory. You can put some theory in your shot afterwards. It's not cheating because if it fits, it doesn't mean that at the time you took the shot you calculated everything. It means that you did it instinctively or organically, but still it makes sense, and that is what the shot will be good and worth a contest. Every time you enter a contest, of course you want to present your best shots. When you share a shot on Twitter, that's not the same story. Of course it's more light, right? So let's say I think I shared like maybe 700 shots from the beginning of this year. If tomorrow I want to enter a contest, of course I will take hours to choose which one will be good enough for the contest, right? So everything I say here, again, I said it before, I will say it again just once, doesn't mean the shot is not good or is not worth being seen or shared. Not at all. All right? It's just like in a contest environment, it will have competition. So, you know, that's it. Okay, this one I might be a bit too harsh on this one, but I really don't see what I could get from it. I'm really sorry for Sleepy Panda. So first of all, I'm really bothered by the caption. So it could be, of course, it could be willingly that we have this message, which is nice. All she needed was a little help, a little hope. That's nice, but it doesn't strike me as a strong decision. I'm just not sure if it was on purpose, to be honest. And I think that's a cutscene. So I didn't play the full game, so I wasn't sure. And I know that you can control the camera to the photo mode in most cutscenes, so I was not ready to just ask and to disqualify it, because anyways, again, as far as color goes, it was not as strong as others, so it was not really a problem for me. But yeah, I do think I thought exactly the same cutscene, but again, if it's a cutscene but I have a change of stuff, it's okay. Like the focus is on the blade, not on the eyes, which is a decision that I can understand. It makes sense. It's okay. Is it the best way to make the portrait? I mean, it does look like the shot is about the blade more than her in this still. Yeah, okay. Maybe it, yeah, anyways, I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna theorize about this, but anyways, the shot was not really at the level of others, so I didn't feel too bad to not select this one. But I appreciate the entry, of course. Again, we're not here to say bad stuff. Ah, the next one I don't know why it doesn't want to open it with my normal stuff, so give me a sec. Um, okay, so we have another 16 per 9. It makes more sense in the sense that the composition, like the blade, whatever it's called, goes all the way down the angle, and the head is properly placed up there. We don't have too much negative space, useless. But in another hand, it's not really clear to me why would we cut this shoulder and this blade here. Putting the focus on this light source, I guess. It does look cool because it looks like it's a big beard, and I had to look at it a couple of times before understanding that this is, oops, oh yeah, this is, sorry, sec. This is not a beard, but the shoulder pelt, I guess, something like this. The grain is really heavy. Why not? Why not? But again, color wise, this green, oh fuck, sorry. This green down there bother me a bit because it's a bit too different. If you want to go for a more monochromatic approach, which is the case here, you have really just browns and dark brown. It's fine. If you put some green in it, I would like to have a recall of this green somewhere else in the shot. Yeah, I think it's from Valhalla, yeah. It's very grainy, but I don't know how we say in English, a parti pris, like a decision. I'm not a big fan of grain, but why not? Why not? It doesn't bother me. It doesn't look like a mistake to me. It looks like a bold decision. So I was fine with this. It's really just the color and again this choice of framing that it looks like he tried to fit the composition in hey guys, we're not judging badly, right? If people give their opinion in the chat, it's perfectly fine, right? Just I'm not good at keeping up with the chat today, but and thank you for the hydrate, by the way. But please be kind to each other, right? Because of course we all have opinions. Ah, thank you, Tony. All right, so anyways, it feels like this person tried to fulfill the 16 per 9 native aspect ratio of the screens instead of finding a way to properly give the space to the character in another aspect ratio. So that's why. Guys, that was much longer than I thought for just the colors. Let's jump into the black and white because it will be much longer. Sorry. We have a full house though. Hope you guys enjoy the thing. So again, I did a selection with the ones I didn't keep, the one that could have win, and the winner. This is the winner for today, guys. This is by Soul Surrender, Jenny. I think you're. I don't know if you're still here, but I know you came by. Thank you. Congrats on this shot. It really impressed me. It really impressed me for different reasons. So I'm gonna go with this one first. First of all, this blur up there. I know Chris didn't like it. I hope it's okay if we if I say that, Chris. I personally liked it a lot because that's definitely the type of thing I like to see because it's surprising. It's not natural blur. It's very strong and very sudden, and I liked it because it really gave a feeling. So maybe I'm a bit biased because I know the story of this character, Jackie, in Cyberpunk, and but it really gives me the fading away feeling that this character is going to face. And with this eyes very sad. It looks very sad because of the shadow in it. I really like that. First of all, that was my first thing. I also liked very much the super strong white and black opposition. Again, very storytelling, very dramatic. I do think it would have benefited a bit of more nuances. So I went balls out and I did a personal version. I did this. So I want you guys to look closely. I did two things. First of all, I changed a bit the nuances and the levels just to have a bit more texture in the skin around here. Right? We have this on original post. It didn't need this, right? And especially here in this frame, I do think it makes quite a big difference. So first thing, I didn't do it on the jacket though, because the texture is really good here. Second thing I did is like in 2 minutes, I did a really bad edition of the eye. Yeah. So it's really badly done. I just wanted to make the point. One of the only thing that bothered me a bit in the shot is the absence of the eye. Like it's a bit too much in the dark for me. And I thought maybe reconstructing one would enhance a bit the sadness in the eye. So I tried it and I found it pretty okay. So I kept it like this just to show. But that's it. That's really the only thing I could think about. The framing is perfect. The negative space use is perfectly balanced to me. Now, there is one little detail that really made me think, like for 2 days, should I make it win or not? Jackie Sherigan, sorry for the, sorry. They, they are so slow. Uh, go away. Thank you very much. Sorry for the noise. So I don't know what is Sharingan. Sharingan. I'm sorry. Um, I'm sorry. You called them. Yeah. So okay. Look at this, guys. We have some chromatic aberration on the shot. So if you guys don't know what chromatic aberration is, it's this effect that makes some blue and red effect light. So because it's a black and white shot, I thought you know, that's technically colors. So but I looked it up to be sure because that's what I thought, but I wanted to be sure. So I looked it up. Um, chromatic aberration is a phenomenon that happens in traditional and digital black and white photography as well. It's not related to the actual colors in the shot, it's related to the way the light enters the camera. So my only question was at that point, would a traditional photography, black and white, with chromatic aberration, enter a black and white photography contest? And I thought about this a lot. All right. I even asked others their opinion. at the end of the day, what it creates to me. So I would like to know, Jenny, by the way, did you add this, or did you do it on purpose, or was it just there in the photo mode and you kept it? I really want to know that, if you can tell me. Because anyways, the what it produced to me is you added it. All right. So it's, I thought so, because of course I'm a big fan of your work. I do think your shots are always very smart and very, very detailed and masterized. So I thought so. So what it gives to me is just the same as a grain. If you add grain in your shot, I think you did. Uh, Maybe. I'm not sure, but you have the grainy stuff, right? It's usually to give a bit more realistic aspect, or this digital photography feeling and stuff, and it does exactly the same. And the fact that it's just on the the shirt, for fuck's sake, and a bit of the hair here. You can see some green here, a bit. But not on the face, nowhere on the face, just a bit here. Made me think. I told you guys, I watched the shots. It made me think that it was a decision, and I thought it was fucking smart. I wish I had this idea and this perfect execution of it. So that was both the reason why you almost didn't win and the reason why you won. It's because everything looks so controlled in this shot. That that was brilliant. Congrats, and thank you very much for making me think about all this. I learned a lot watching this shot and others. Let's go to the others. Congrats again, Jenny. Really deserved the win. As those could have win. So you can see that I did edition of all of them. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, grain stuff. I'm bad at using it. I want to learn too. I want to be better at this. So that's why those shots are really nice. So this is Koala. Koala, I don't know if you're here. I tried to start the stream a bit earlier so you could have a chance to take it, to watch it. But anyways, so that's your shot. And that's a good shot. I like it. I do like the... All right, Chris, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope it was enjoyable for you as well. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So this shot is, and I have a good one. And say hi to the lady. Hey, Koala, you're here. Okay. Yeah, chromatic aberration is really something specific and usually that we hate. And yeah, again, that's why I was blown away by this use. So Koala, back at you, man. I like this shot. I really do. The eye, the only eye coming out of the shadow, this lurking feeling that you have with this side completely black. It looks like the guy is coming from out of a frame door or something like this. Okay, really glad. What the fuck do I do with this half of the shot? What's happening here? Nothing is interesting here, man. I'm sorry. When they are more close to me, I will be a bit more harsh. Bonnie, I'm coming at you. So basically, what I find really interesting in this shot is what he's got in the air and the beard, the flowers. Looks very antinomic, really opposite to the threatened look and the scary face and beard and stuff. So why not doing this? Just put... I mean, it's okay to not do this. I'm just expressing passionately my feeling. If it was my shot and someone ask me why you didn't do this, I would be like, oh yeah, sure. Um, no, no, that's not judgment. I again, Pone, don't do this. I'm explaining the reason why I chose this and I decide this. If you disagree, if you think it's better like this, fine, fine. But I'm sorry, I'm the one deciding, and I want to give people the reasons why. That's it. No, no, I know you're joking, but I don't know who will read this in the chat. So, okay, I think a more shortened frame gives the character more details, and you notice more stuff like those flowers and stuff. So, and you still keep this idea of someone lurking out of the dark, because yeah, I didn't change anything else. I just cropped it, and yeah, I think it works better. Now, if here down there the guy has a dagger in the hand coming out of the claws, okay, now this ratio works. Now there is a reason, because you will start here and you will go down and you will see the dagger coming out of the shadow, and then the storytelling works. But here I was just, whoa, nice, no, oh, nothing there. Disappointed, sad. You made me sad. Are you happy? um don't work, Pon. It's okay. You'll work after. Oh, you can watch the VOD after as well, though. Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry I didn't get to your shot, did I? Um, but yes, thank you for being there, and hopefully you can watch the rest if it's of any interest for you. Thank you again. Um, I'm pretty sure it took a lot of work to get this shot, or just a happy accident. It can happen as well. But yeah, it's a really good shot. It's better like this. That's it. Okay, next up, Diego. Diego, my friend. Oh, Diego, you were close. Oh, you are so close. You are so close to win. I love this shot. I really love the emotion. I love the fact that the lighting is great. The face is just a bit too what's the word? Fuck. The same tone. Just a bit. Slightly. But it's okay, because the tear is really beautiful and noticeable, and that's nice. Now, you chose this 21 per 9, and I'm fine with it. I do think it works. Do I think it's the best framing? No. I think if you want to, because we agree that the main subject of this shot is not Lara Croft, it's the tear. It's the tear going down for me, and you can even have you have even this shadow that puts the movement even more down, right? So the whole subject is this to me, right? So if you want to cut this dynamic with a horizontal super wide thing, for me it would take a bit more of maybe something in the background, like a line, just a white line going behind the head, or something that would really cut and mark this opposition. It would work better. Otherwise, I would go for either this, something just still negative space. I added a bit of negative space on the top of the head, just to, it still tells the story of someone alone, lost in a big world. So I think it still works if that's the story you want to tell. But this is what I would have done. This is what I wanted to do. I want to see this type of shot. Um, really, you tried a lot. Did you try this one? So what I did here is 3 per 9, sorry, 3 per 4, and I exactly put the tearing eye in the center. Like the center axe is on the tier. Because to me, it's the important thing. So you lose some stuff. You lose, compared to this or this, you lose the loneliness, but you gain the emotion, I think. I mean, to me. It really enhanced the feeling. So that's the reason why if I couldn't find a better something more satisfying to me, let's put this like this. It could have won. It could have won. The focus was on Lara, and you are right. Having it on the tier is great. It works, right? It might not work. I tried it because I was like, that's something I did on Fragile Shot in Death Stranding, and it was working. So I was like, let me see. And yeah, I thought it was really good as well. So, but again, this one works. It's beautiful. The emotion is here. It's just a bit too wide, and that's it. Sorry, man. This, your turn. Again, I'm gonna have to open a bit here and put some fan because it's hot in there. I have no major grief on this one, and I couldn't edit it, so that's the only shot you'll see. I tried to edit it to showcase my point, but it was not working. So my main problem here, I guess, is that the out of focus approach. Yeah, all the shots are super. Hey, Spiggy, by the way, thank you for joining. Oh, you're up soon. You didn't win. Sorry. Yes, but oh, Spiggy, you were the closest one. Okay, but hopefully it will be interesting. So this one, so I guess this you went for you decided for the out of focus, right? Everything is out of focus. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought it was a decision. It works. It's just not enough to me. It's not enough to be sure that it was a decision. So, again, that might be just me, but I tried to really enhance the blur part on this part of the face, and it makes look this part more sharp. I tried to blur a bit more everything. It works a bit better, I think. Overall, that's really just my problem. It's just like, oh, it's a bit what, I don't even know. I'm sorry. This is the one I have the most difficulties to really put the finger on what bothered me. So the focus is more on the left side. Yes, it's more on the left side, but it's not on the left side. There is no place really focused here. None. I looked. I checked. So that's what made me think not everything is blurred. The nose and the forehead. Nah, I'm sorry, it's blurred. It's not. It's slightly blurred. It's not sharp. And maybe it comes from the fact that it's an effect in the game. But that's why I was like, I wish it was more blurred or less. Just a bit. For some reason, it looks way more blurred on your side. It could be that the grain makes it blurrier. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's definitely. I was looking. I was really hoping for finding a sharp, really sharp, with no doubt, area, and I didn't find it. So I was like, okay, maybe it would work better with a slight directional blur, maybe something. I could have tried this, by the way. Yeah, I could have tried this. Just a slight directional blur to just go with those lines back there. I don't know. Something that would give just this. Again, I'm we are talking here about all the shots that could have win. Definitely. It's really just like small details here that made the difference. And yeah, this one, it's really just this little feeling. I like everything else. I like the grain in it. I like the range between this dark area down there to the white around the face. Really good shot. Really good shot. And definitely this, like, the character itself, it's really strong. It's really wow. So sorry, this. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's really it. Cropped. You're next. Okay, so cropped, you have no excuse to present me this type of shot, knowing that I hate 16:9, but it's okay. It's okay. You have the right to be stubborn, but I will prove you that in like 20 seconds you could have give Kratos much more power, much more. So okay, the shot is great. The look in Kratos is great. The angle is great because this eye here is not too hidden, not too out there. Really beautiful. But just give more space here. Gives more intensity to the look because looks like he's looking to somewhere you can go when here it's really too close from like again I said it with this shot, but that's definitely that's really the main reason of all the shot is to give the space here because the subject of your shot, it's not Kratos, it's how Kratos is looking at something. That's the subject, right? So cutting it short here, it's frustrating. On top of that, I just went a bit savage and tried to brighten everything up just to see. And I think it might be a bit too much here, to be honest. But I do think it adds the intensity. So something you might know, the big open space on the top makes it even look smaller. Yes, absolutely. Not if you look at it on your phone. But again, you know what I think. Photo is not made to be looked on a phone. So that's why a vertical shot needs to be a bit short and usually because they look better when you look at them in any format, any orientation. So yeah, just adding a bit of space here, still keeping a bit of space behind the ear is fine, and cutting a bit up there. That's it. Because yeah, that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot here, in my opinion, right? So the black and white, of course, you have, as I said for the color shots earlier, you have to have a reason to present it in black and white. And I think one of the big strengths of black and white shots photography is that you can play with this dramatic effects because it's literally just black and white. So sometimes you want to push them to make this dramatic thing. And what fits better than Angry Kratos or Kratos, whatever you call him. And thank you, Cora. Forgot about that. I mean, just having this stronger black and white fight in the shot, it it tells the story of Kratos being angry. I think it works. And something I want to show is this. If oh yeah, I just closed my. If you look at it from here, can you guys see it up there? Can I make it a bit bigger? Nope. Maybe. No, whatever. If you look at it here, I mean this one I can barely see it. And that's an important thing I take in account usually in my shots as well. So yeah, the thumbnails test. You look at it from afar, and if it's striking, okay, you got something, especially for black and white and angry character. So that's it. That's really it. That's a beautiful shot. That's a beautiful portrait of Kratos, even like this. Sorry. Just kidding. No, seriously. And thank you for entering. Of course, I really appreciate that you guys submitted so many good shots. Yeah, the 16.9 is used everywhere. It's okay. It's fine. Again, it's fine. In a contest for portrait, you want to take that in account. You want to think about that because it's one of the tools that creates the story in the portrait, not just the subject, not just the character. And yeah, again, fine by me if you just enjoy posting on your phone and do wallpaper phones, but then maybe you should put Kratos just a bit more back or just a bit upper, so this negative space is not as bothering. That's it. Next up, Ilias. Guys, okay, good shot, good character. Again, just like Jackie earlier, the winner with Jenny, we have a very strong black and white opposition, which I like because we have obviously a fighter, a Romanian, I know, not Romanian, right? Roman fighter, whatever. So it works. Now, of course, you see me coming. This negative space up there is useless, especially because we have a strong base in the composition. We have this shoulder really, really massive, and the angle with this part of the shield, I guess, or something like that, with those arrows showing the direction of the guy. It's brilliant. But then it's so massive here. You lose every all the dynamic, all the strength. You lose it up there because your eye will look up there. That's what people have to understand. You open the shot and maybe you don't understand it, but maybe you don't do it on purpose, and maybe it's really super quick, but your eyes are doing this and they will end up there. Proof is you saw the black. So when they end up there, why are they up there? There is no reason to be here anymore. So I did this, cropped again, just to. You need a bit of space because if it's too close to the head, it feels unnatural. I know because I did recently a shot that I was really happy with. I showed it to Chris and he told me, "What the fuck have you done? It's cut here." And it makes me uncomfortable. And I just didn't see it because I'm just like everybody else. It's easy to watch others shot and try to understand everything that's going on, but when you are shooting and you're focused on something, well, you miss the point, just like anyone else. So that's why it's important to watch actively the other shots, your own shots, and try to little by little make the less errors. What I did too is I blurred this shield stuff because I thought having it sharp takes a bit too much of the attention from the face of the guy. So what I like in this shield is, as I said, the direction and those two arrows, and I think you don't need to have it sharp. So just a bit blurred, and I think it works better. Now we have this one from JPVP. I think Chris was about to make this one win, but to me, so okay, it's elegant. The character is well positioned. It's 16.9, but because of the frame, like it's like a Marie-Louise, and because of those lines in the background, it's not that bothering because the guy is looking up and the lines are giving the direction, and here up there it just underline this one. So I'm not bothered by the 16.9 this time. What I was bothered with is it's very dark. It's very monotone. It's really just one big dark gray area. And this for me is a big no. So I think something close to this would have been much powerful. Maybe that was intentional and this is definitely not what he wanted to do. I would understand that. But to me, that's the reason why I didn't keep it. Looks like you put a flashlight in his face, right? It's 10 seconds edit. Literally. So yeah, that's the reason why. This one is a very good example of a super strong shot that I really like. I like the position, I like the composition that leads to the fist. It tells a story which is interesting with a resting face, as I say, animation. But it's not centered. It's okay, now it's centered. It was not centered. Now it's centered. And this is really a small detail, but so important to me. So important. So yeah, the shot itself was a bit more simplistic than others, so that's why it didn't win, but I don't have major grief against it. Just this. Spiggy, it's coming. Just this. That was tough to decide. Okay, so now I want to spend a bit of time on this one. Spiggy, if you're here, man, you gave me a lot of emotions. Okay, so first of all, obviously the shot is beautiful. So I'm gonna go right. Oh yeah, okay. So let's be absolutely factual. It took me one full day of active comparison between this one and Jenny's one to decide which one would win, because that was really the closest one. Today I asked Jenny if she really wanted the prize, because sometimes people enter contests but really don't care about the prize. If she turned it out, it was for you, Spiggy, but nope, she has it. So it's a beautiful shot because obviously it's about the intensity of the eyes. The look here is strong. And you have one big issue with this one, the eyes. I wish she would look into the camera. She does, though. She does. You'll see another one where she doesn't, but she does. And it's pretty on point. It's pretty on point. But maybe you say that because we'll see. That's a very interesting one. She does. It's okay, and even like because she's looking from down, right? She's looking up with this like beastie feeling. I didn't have this problem of the eyesight, but it's near perfect. Um, she looks up into the camera, and I love this one. Yeah, but you cannot compare to something else that you saw from him. You have to choose because it's your contest, and you have to choose the best shot out of those ones. So, okay, the main problem for me is that she's not balanced. I didn't say centered because I actually checked. She's perfectly centered. The eyes, the nose are perfectly centered. The problem is the hair are absolutely not the same mass here and there. So the overall feeling is that she's a bit off. And she's not straight, looking at you straight. She's a bit turned, right? So it gives this feeling that she's a bit off. What she's not. Again, I checked. So the fact that the eyes are the center, she's looking down, so obviously the first thing that we are watching is the eye, and then the nose and the mouth, the chin and the chest. It works well because the blur is smart. It doesn't take away the attention from the eyes. The black surrounding her is discreet, so it's nice because you forget about it. The framing is great because it's a bold square. It's not a square, but it's really just about the thing. You still have the collarbones that are pretty strong and just goes well with the eyebrows. All right, so you have this rhythm in the shot, pa pa, right, pa pa, and it works perfectly for putting the eyes up there, and of course the color of the eyes really white. It's all of this is really nice. But the skin tone, the light on the face itself is a bit too soft. It's a bit too soft. Just said it twice because I didn't have better. So my understanding was, okay, he went for softness in the probably the light in the room was soft because some environment has this type of light, and he used this as a base to just bring the eyes strong. But the problem is what you got in the eyes, it just enhanced that the face is a bit flat to me. So what I tried to do to see if my theory was working is that now you might not have seen a big change. So let me show you like this. Okay, it again, my editing might be a bit too harsh. I did this in 1 minute top. So what I did is just I recentered her by decentering her. She's not centered anymore, but she looks more centered now, doesn't she? That's just because of what I call the balance. The hair here, it's really making this side heavier, or this side, sorry. And so you need to counterbalance it, and the fact that she's a bit turned helps as well. So I did this first, and then I changed the strength of the black and white, the nuances. So it's really little, but if you watch closely, because I kept the nose, actually I didn't darken the nose, but just the cheeks here, if you watch here, maybe it will be easier. So again, Spiggy, my edit. Spiggy, my edit. It just brings the cheeks a bit more up front, which could be a problem. Like if you think I really want to focus on the eyes, maybe you don't want the cheeks to come out. But I do think the overall feeling is more aggressive. The forefront as well. Maybe you can see here. But I did keep the lips original, the nose original, and the eyes original. It's really just this, sorry, really just those cheeks. Now, when I did this, it made the blacks a bit too strong. So we lost the softness feeling. So I just lifted the blacks a bit. So maybe a bit too much, by the way, now that I'm seeing it again. But you can see the blacks, my blacks are more gray, right? Oh, she's a beautiful V, by the way. Yeah, absolutely. So I just lifted the blacks to give the full picture this softness feeling, but still have her face a bit more shaped. And yeah, so again, like I was enjoying so much trying to find the little thing that was, oh, come on. So between this one and Jenny's one, I just think this one has less surprising effect to me, obviously. Again, Jenny had a super strong doff that was really unnatural that I liked. The chromatic aberration used was brilliant. So this one is so beautiful, but just a bit less surprising to me. That's absolutely the only reason why. And believe me, I was like, I almost asked for a second key to Asobo just in case. Come on, it's not an honor. It's an honor for me that you entered one of your beautiful portraits. And really, I really hope no one will see this as a disrespect from me to just edit people's shot. I really just want to make visual my explanation and my decisions. The shot is brilliant, and I learned about this balance thing that I usually feel in my own shot. I very often when I crop a shot, I align it on the rule of third, for instance, and I don't feel like it's right. I'm like, okay, I know it should be this, but come on, it's not. There is a little. It's 1 millimeter. It's really nothing. Look at this, like center of the eye. Yeah, side of the eye. It's a half pupil difference, but to me it makes a huge difference. So maybe something to keep in mind for me as well in my future shots. Balance over actual center or composition. All right, let's move along just a bit. Okay, this shot from Thibault Laure, I guess. I love it. That's my jam. That's the type of thing I like to do. The only grief I have is that, again, she, or I'm sorry, maybe he, because Thibault Laure are two French names. One is male, the other one is female. I don't know which one is the first name or the last name or whatever. So they, I'm not used to use they because in French we don't care about this. Anyways, they try to fit the actual frame of the native ratio instead of just trying to find a better way to make it about the character and just keeping the olive tree like a nice composition element. So what I did is this. Absolutely 5 seconds edit. You just stamp down to 3:2. So I still kept a quite long and narrow ratio for vertical, because I do think it works well to have this verticality between the guy and the tree, but I don't think we see enough of the guy in this shot. It's too equivalent. I didn't change the size. I kept all the tree and the guy, but still, because now the center area like this is common between the guy and the tree, it doesn't look like two separated elements. Maybe it gives a better relationship between the two elements. That's what I think. Okay, we're done with the possible winners that didn't win. I'm sorry, guys, and thank you so much. Really, thank you so much for entering those amazing shots that made me think a lot. Now I didn't edit all of the other ones. This one, the character is beautiful, the emotion is beautiful, but it's just a bit off balanced, and I do have a problem with this white up there. It's not optimal. I would have taken it out and cropped this a bit more like this. That's it. So just because the shot is really good because of the character more than the shot itself, made me deciding to put it on the side. But yeah, I do like it. The question is, do I like it as much as the others for a photographic portrait, or do I like it because she looks cool and ripped, literally, she, badass and stuff? That's not enough for me. That was not enough. But yeah, it's beautiful portrait of her and cool character. This one is very artsy. Yeah. Yes. It could have been improved. Again, the facial emotion in the shot itself as a photography, as a photograph object, could have enhanced this emotion that she's got in the face by cropping it like this, or getting rid of this stuff. That's all I'm saying. So this one is very artsy, very interesting, very fun, but it's not enough about this guy. It's too much about those cows in the shot to be a portrait for me. It can be argued. It can be discussed. You can definitely disagree with me on that, but I do feel that it's not a candid portrait, and it's just a bit too much about the cows. I mean, it could be a portrait of the cows though, or the cow, because I guess it's one cow with two heads. But yeah, it didn't really strike me. Fimbulwinter. Okay, good crop, bold crop, square. I like this. The tilt doesn't really strike me as useful. The fact that she's on the side like this, not tilted. Again, I guess the point of the shot is the intensity of the eyes, but we saw with Spiggy that we can do much more work to bring the attention to the eyes. Here it's really just too, I'm sorry, it will sound harsh, it's just too flat. The grays are just the same. Even the eyes, I mean, they are obviously whiter or clearer, brighter, but it's not enough for me to make this a subject of the shot. We have no blur on the hair. It's very close, so a very, very close shot like this, like it's almost an extreme close-up. You would expect a blur on the face as well. It would look more natural. We do have blur, right? The background is blurred, but it does feel a bit flat because of this. Sorry, let me just keep up with the chat. What if it was cropped, but you didn't know the context on why it's cropped? Would you have said that should have not been cropped? Sorry, what shot are you talking about, JP? This one? What if it was cropped, but you didn't know the context on why it's cropped? I'm not sure I follow you here. Hey, Spectre. Hey, welcome. Can you, JP, I'm sorry, can you try to explain this a bit more to me, please? Because it's interesting. Because I don't think knowing about the context or whatever actually matters. If it's cropped in a way that enhance the... All right, Ruben, thank you so much for hanging out, man. Really sorry to keep you from your work. I hope, we'll talk about this later. Of course, I told you it would be like a trial. So we'll see what you think about this kind of format. Have a good one, man. So yeah, JP, I'm not sure I understood what you meant. Bunny, 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 bunny. So okay, first of all, I love the shot very much. Wait. What? Let me hydrate. I did edit your shot and Nina's. I'll drop my phone. Okay, so I love the shot. But I was a bit confused by it at first, and then I saw it on color version on your TL, and then it made sense. And it's a color shot. You just turned it in black and white because you wanted the Steam key, which I understand, but it's not a black and white shot. It's not composed around the idea of black and white. And it made so much sense when I saw it in color. So first of all, I didn't really notice that's actually insane. But first time I saw the shot, we have some kind of the 3 seconds rule. If a shot holds your attention for 3 seconds, then you will have to go deeper in it. This one hold up for 2.5 because I didn't notice about the blood. I know it's there. I see it now. It's black. So I'm not saying the blood is not showing, all right? I'm saying that because of the rest of the grays and everything is, again, it's very flat. I'm sorry, right? No. I'm not saying I thought it was something else. I say it was not the subject of the shot for me when I saw it first. When I opened it first, the subject of the shot was just Ellie, sad, or I didn't, you understand what I mean, right? Of course, I see that she's got blood on the face, but not bird poop. But it was not the main story. When I saw it in color, I was like, oh fuck, yeah, of course she's sad because she just killed someone. It became clear in 1 sec, right? So that's why I say this shot needed something else to bring this blood back up front, to bring this as the subject of the shot. So first of all, again, we have the same problem as usual. You have a looking direction and not enough space on this side, in my opinion. You should, again, when I saw it in color, it was totally different. Because again, the blood was the main subject of the shot. So it made sense to have it in the center and have this. Really, it's a different shot for me. So in this state, I would have liked to have a bit more open space here to maybe to push on the sadness I do think your blur, and listen to me carefully, Bonnie, I do think your blur is perfect. It's beautiful the way it's sharp on this eye and this cheek. Now, again, it makes sense because the blood is there. This eye is blurred perfectly. It's beautiful. This back there, useless. Useless because it's not enough to bring the environment. You don't know what it is exactly. I mean, you can guess, but you're not sure. So it doesn't really bring anything to the story. So I would take it off because it takes the attention out of the blood. Now, this is the edit I did. I couldn't really get. It's still flat. I just couldn't really get more volumes on the face, but this is a game problem. That's not per se your shot that is wrong. It's just like what is a bit. Yeah, the bruise is cheek. It doesn't show that it's a bruise here because it's in black and white. So just making very black and white, I thought it would bring this blood back. And I think I kept. No, I still changed a bit the cropping though. I still put her a bit on this side. But yeah, not that much, right? Just took off the background stuff, as I said. And I do think, and again, we can do this thumbnail test. There they are. Wait, I can probably make them bigger. Yeah. Okay, so there they are, right? I do think it stands out much more from afar as well. Cancel Shinobi. Oh yeah, you can. You definitely can. If you disagree with everything I said today, just unfollow me. Please go ahead. That's it, Bonnie. That was a really good shot, though. I was really okay, guys. We have a lot of people watching. Usually it's less, so I hope people won't mind for me to be a bit emotional with my Bonnie. Bonnie, I was proud of you on this shot. That's it. I will never say it again. Next. Okay, I'm gonna be a bit quicker here. I have a problem with the skin texture, and I do think if you choose this close cropping, you need to be certain that it's not a problem. I also think that this face is okay, so it's very what's the word? Like no emotion. It's like a plastic girl, a doll. So it could be interesting to enhance. Sorry, enhance. Um, I'm not. I actually like the cropping and the it's very close, but yeah, it's just a bit. I don't know, not as interesting. I guess. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Felix. If it sounds harsh, it's not my intention. I just was not interesting enough. This one has the kind of the same problem actually that we saw. Not smooth, man. I think it's just too sharp. Um, this one is I do think it's a bit flat as well. Um, not I'm sorry. I'm at some point I don't really have super smart comment to do anymore. I just do think it's a bit boring. And the framing being that close doesn't really bring anything. Being closer like this, now that's different. Now that's different. But yeah, it's just a bit too. I'm sorry. Who did this? Oh, that's Assassin. Assassin has really good shots. I'm definitely not saying anything else. Just this shot didn't stand out for me. Exactly the same. It will be easier. I do like the movement in the hair. I do like the eye um, framed in this, but again, compared to others, it was a bit less surprising, and it didn't really stroke me, I guess. Oh, you clipped Brony, I'm proud of you. Fuck. Sorry, Hist V Pix. Thank you so much for submitting though, because it's still a good shot. It's still looking good. It's a nice way to portray Judy, and God knows that Judy is portrayed. Oh, this one it will be fast. Lucas, oh fuck, Lucas, are you still here? Or you waited so long if you're still here? Uh, nice. I'm happy it's relaxing for you, Spiggy, because it's not for me. I'm super. It's getting better, but I was very nervous to just. It's not usual in the community nowadays to have this type of blunt feedback, and people didn't ask for it, so I'm a bit, you know. But I do think we need more, and I would be happy if someone could do this on my shots in sometimes. Um, Yeah, you wouldn't. I thought you would, JP. So this one is nice. I really like the face of the guy, like the what the fuck feeling. The cropping is just completely off. I'm sorry. Taking less and less sugarcoat stuff. Um, Going hard, you know. Nah, I mean cutting the like this part on the left side, it's really triggering me, to be fair, to be honest. So that's the main reason. But otherwise, like, I would have tilted to just make it a straight portrait, you know. Otherwise, it's pretty nice, pretty nice. It looks like a Deacon Kratos streamer. Ah, good intention, very good intention to just bring this wild gaze of Deacon, Ishan, but the framing is too off. Also, the eyes are too close to the top, so you lose the shot is about this mainly, and nothing's happened here. So more vertical composition here could have helped, I think, and that's really just this, because the intention is really good, just to try to cut the forehead to really make this, I don't know, this tension in the head showing. It works, but it's not perfectly executed, unfortunately. But good idea. Okay, this one, I'm gonna be blunt. I really don't know what to think about it. The angle to see the eye is interesting, but the lines of the chair, the lines of the shoulder, and the glasses, it's just too many different energies and direction for me. Why is it on the left side it's cut? We have, but here, I mean, I know why, but I think it's a problem in the shot. So I would not have entered this in a contest. That's it. Hey Sakura, welcome. I think your shot is, you entered the shot, right? Um, we talked about it much earlier at the beginning of the stream, so you'll watch the VOD. You didn't win. I'm sorry, but that was interesting. This one, this one, this one is interesting because he went for the dragon god in what's the word? Demon Souls. So I like this. I like to have a portrait of a creature, a monster, instead of just a cool looking character. I do like the fact that he tried to portray it in an outraging moment, like super angry, ready to fire from the mouse. It's just like it's not clear enough for someone who doesn't know this monster, I guess. I mean, you can understand that it's a jaw probably, but there's too many things happening, and this tilt again is not working for me. I would have make it for this one a 16.9 was fine. You can really just enhance this big opening mouth by keeping this super long ratio, but tilting it kind of breaks the dynamic here for me. So that's why it didn't win. I think we're done. Oh no, we have this one. Yeah, you can't see what it is, right? Because you don't know the Dragon God. So that was what I thought. I mean, I see what it is because I know the character. So it's just an open mouth of a big dragon, basically. So you have like the fire coming out from here, the teeth up there, and some eyes here or stuff like this. But yeah, it's not really easy to understand. I'm good, Sakura. Thank you so much. I'm having fun destroying everyone's shot. Not just kidding. Deacon is nice. Again, another example. The character is nice, but does the shot enhance everything that you want in a portrait? I don't think so. I think the background, again, just a bit like for you, JP, the weapon is a bit a problem here. It doesn't really matter that we have it in the shot, so I would try to take it off. I do understand, I didn't say that yet, but obviously I do understand that not everyone wants to edit or can edit, but it doesn't matter for my choice. I will choose the shot that fits the more the requirement of photography, and edit is part of it. You can disagree on that. It's okay. Agree to disagree. So the ear cut, maybe it's really detailed for you, but it triggers me. It's really like, no, it's 5 fucking millimeters. Just give it to him. Give him the ear back. So yeah, just, again, a good, yeah, I am. We're almost done, by the way, but I reviewed like 35 or 40 shots. A good portrait, especially in a contest environment, it's not a good looking character or a cool looking character or a character that you like or a moment in the story that you like. I mean, it could be, but it's how many decisions you took to bring your subject where you want him. Do I make sense here? Do you understand what I mean? So again, you choose your framing, you choose your ratio. If you want to keep the 16.9, fine. Just compose a shot that fits this ratio, right? And the way you use and you decide all the tools, not only the actual character. It's one of the tools. It's not the only one. It's probably the most important one, of course, but still, it's not the only one. Again, ratio, cropping, framing, contrasts, angle, textures, everything matters. So that's how I chose. I really went to which one has the most controlled decision that I can see, I can understand, and that's it. Again, really nice shot. I like the idea of Judy alone in the dark. We've seen that in other shots before, but just a bit too flat on the contrasts and stuff. Again, it's a black and white category. You want to work around black and white. I will show you 2 examples of shots that would have won over Jenny's. That's not my shot, but I will show you this in a minute and explain why. So yeah, it's just the idea is nice. the execution is perfectible, but pretty good, pretty good. Not centered, a bit off on the center, especially because we have the hand on the table. So the movement of the shot is this, right? This circle. So you want to give a bit more space here, more than here. Doesn't matter here. It's done. It's in her past. This is in the future of your eyesight. Your eyes goes that way. And then, it's just like I will start sending you portrait. Oh yeah, please go. Please send me. Yeah. I mean, I did streams about portraits, Bonnie. You were there. You just don't listen. So yeah, again, it's just like this thing for the kids. I don't know how it's called in English. I can tell you in Japanese and in French. Toboggan. Is it toboggan? Like slider stuff. You want some space to land, right? After the slide, you need a bit more space after that. So it's the same here. Your eyes, they are having fun in the sliding stuff. I will throw risotto. No, I didn't, Sakura. I didn't butcher yours, but I explained why it didn't win. So again, I invite you to check the VOD after the stream. It was a nice shot. I liked it. I really liked it. Yeah. So okay, the movement, the dynamic, stuff like this. It's pretty much the same, exactly the same comment. I like the position. I like the frame. It fits the position. It was made on purpose, but it's just a bit too flat. It's overall too much the same gray, and I'm sorry, but it's just the position in the photo mode, and it didn't bring as many emotions and storytelling than other shots. That's it. But otherwise, it's a good shot, and like again with good decisions. So yeah, well done, Alfie Holmes. Just not this time. Nina, I don't know if Nina is still here. But okay, we went through the same with other shots before, but I did edit this one because it's Nina. Nina is one of my VIP. She's one of my first followers here, so I wanted to give that to her. And it will be interesting for others. You want risotto. Okay, so again, my main problem here is the framing, the ratio 16:9. Although in this one it makes more sense because of the beard and the shape of the face, because it's a 3/4. I don't know how it's called in English. It could, okay. I could go with it, but still up there it's a bit too much for me. My other problem with this shot is again it's a bit too flat. Overall the same gray, and it doesn't help bringing the scar out of this portrait. And I do think the scar and the skin texture is the hero in this shot. It helps giving the character the story, even the history, and it just brings something to a depth to the character. So I would have liked to have this more forward. Last thing is the doff. On this side, you have a pretty strong outlining that I would have take out, that I did take out actually. So this is what I came out with. Let me go back. Okay, let's compare like this. So again, probably not the best edition ever, but still the idea is there. I kept a 3x2 ratio, so we keep this long feeling. I did lift the whites and darken the blacks, so it's just more dramatic. And what it gives, in my opinion, is the scar more depth as well. You see? It looks deeper. It also brings, I didn't enlighten the eyes as I usually do in my portraits. I didn't have to because I thought this eye is really well lit and it really brings like it's shining. So I also took out this piece of metal in the back of the head because it was a bit distracting. And that's it. I just cropped it. Again, I gave a bit more space in the direction he's looking because that's very classic. That's very normal thing, and it does put the eyes on the line of the third rule. It's perfectly aligned on the third, so it's overall more balanced like this, in my opinion. Voila. This one from Danny Boy was nice, but I mean, again, he went for the intensity. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. That's a good shot. That's really a beautiful shot of Eivor. But yeah, just again. So this one, sorry, Danny Boy. It's just a bit too messy for me. It's just too like the black and white opposition is not well controlled because it's not like one big white area like we had with Jenny's shot. It's just a lot of little white and dark dots. So I would have probably tried to make the background black to just bring the black as something normal. I don't know, something like this. I was just a bit bothered by the overall aspect. And also the guy is looking down under the camera and I don't see really the reason why, because the fierce gaze would work better with a face cam, like looking at us. So that's why I didn't keep this one. And we're done. We're done with the black and whites. Again, guys, amazing shots, cool shots, very good shots for any fun VP use. I'm not saying anything else than this. Just for the contest, the reasons why I didn't keep them, I just explained. Now, to end this painful and long stream, I'm gonna show you two shots, guys. First shot. And you're welcome. You're welcome, buddy. All right. So I'm gonna just leave it here for a second and let you watch it. This shot is not by me. And it's not perfect either because there is the chin. That's a great shot. The chin is a bit too close from the bottom, so it's a bit too bad because Joel is looking a bit down, right? He's looking down and it makes him look sad. And of course, because if you know just a bit about Joel and the story, you can feel it. Because of this movement, a bit down the camera, and it makes sense with the feeling, I wish the chin would have just a bit more space. Not a lot, just 1 centimeter would have worked. Now, because I know how this shot was made, I understand why he didn't do it. He is Chris. Chris in session, ladies and gentlemen, is my absolute mentor. You just go there, you just follow the guy wherever you can. He's brilliant. So yeah. So what he did, you guys, maybe you know the game, and you know you have the this gallery thing where you can watch the model of the characters. He took this shot there, so it's a very I actually have the original shot before editing, and it looks nothing like this. It looks so flat, it looks so expressionless, emotionless. The editing on this shot, I I tell you guys, it's amazing. The problem is when he took the shot before editing it, he didn't have this idea of making it, probably not making this sadness feeling and stuff, because it looks like completely total resting face. So it makes sense that the cropping is a bit more tight on the eyes. The eyes are well aligned. But now that the edition gives this deep emotion feelings, it's a bit. But yeah, this shot would have won hands down because of the amazing emotion that before I would even know that it was all smart editing. Something I really like in this shot is the grain. I don't know if you can see it on stream, but the grain is really well balanced, and you can see some particles flying here. I would have taken it out, I think, and it would have been a big mistake, because what it does is that it gives depth, because suddenly when you catch it, when your eyes catch it, you're like, oh wait, there is some stuff happening there, but it's not bothering. It doesn't take the attention out of the subject. It just creates a depth and a bit of a story. You have some dust there, or you have some flying stuff, and that's very smart to keep them in the shot. That's very smart. Some of the hair are cut, yes, and it's fine, because again, sometimes you can cut a bit of the top of the head if the main focus is the eyes. Again, Sakura VP, by the way, oh, that's you who asked. That's exactly something I said about your shot. You cut the hair, the ears of Catwoman, and it was bothering me. But if you did this type of cropping on the face only, it would have been fine. But just because it was a bit larger, it was bothering me to have a bit of the ears cut and the chest not completely closed. You watch the full feedback, but yeah, that's the reason why. Here it doesn't matter to have the top of the head and the hair, because it's really about the face. The cropping tells you this. The distance tells you this. The second shot I wanted to show you is this one. So this one was made actually in game, and it's again from Chris. No, I will not say it again, man. Sorry. Just watch the VOD. It's late. It's 1 in the morning here. People are watching. So yeah, just sorry, but yeah, no. Okay, so this one is made in game, and it's close to perfect again. And you can really apply everything I said for now 2.5 hours in this shot. So first of all, black and white, strong values, strong grays, black, strong range, just on the face. In the space of the face only, from this cheek, full black, to this cheek, full white, you have the whole spectrum of grays. That's brilliant. The balance, the amount of white and the amount of grays is great. Now, the eyes look up. The arrows look up. The direction from the eyesight and the arrows makes a cone that just creates this negative space, a living space. I hope it makes sense for you guys, because that's absolutely brilliant. That's the reason why you want negative space where the look goes. Too much details. Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, you can have the same brilliant composition shot without that much details, right? It's really, of course, it makes it look even better, but that's not the main point. The main point is really this work on the composition. So the face turning there, the arrows joining in this area, the lightning is perfect. What do you want? What can you say about this shot? I mean, okay, I personally I would have cropped it just a bit, but yeah, I'm a freak about cropping. I know. It's not needed. I would have cut just a bit of the right side here, just a bit, but maybe I would have regretted. Other than that, this is absolutely fantastic work here. So, yeah, that's nice that Chris didn't enter. Yeah, you should. I will too. I will too. You know, I said it before. Obviously, the most important thing if you want to improve, and this is all the time, it never ends, is to observe. You need to observe and to understand why you like this or not like this. You need to observe the photograph rules in general. You need to know a bit if you want to be able to play with it. Yeah, it's TLOU 2 or whatever you pronounce this in it's The Last of Us Part 2, indeed. So it's even more impressive when you know the photo mode. Uh, so yeah, you want to observe, you want to try, you will not, I will never think about everything in the shot at the moment you shoot it. I mean, you can try to, but it's boring. You need to shoot organically some stuff and instinctively, that's for sure. Again, we are talking about entering a contest. When you enter a contest, you will look and search for the shot that fits the most different aspect of a good photograph. So I could show you what shot I would have entered. It might sound a bit cocky if I do this, but you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. I hope people understand that I'm doing the same with my shots every now and then, not every day. I really like to just shoot and share, and that's fine. But for a contest, no, give me a sec. Black and white. Also, color. I told you, color. I would have entered this one, no question about this, because the color, the way I used the yellow and a lighter yellow here to just enhance the eye. I don't know. I like it. I think it's a good one. So I would have tried with this one. Now for black and white, I do have one shot. Just one, guys. I shot like 3,000 shots, and I have just one that I like enough for a black and white portrait contest. Where it is? Where is it? Red Dead. Maybe you saw it before. I have this one or this one. I like both for different reasons, but yeah, about to be cancelled again. Cancel me. So this shot is not perfect, but still I do think it's got different important things, like this little light back there that gives the hat its shape, or the fact that the cigarette brightness is a dot in that goes well in the overall shadow shape and stuff like this. I mean, I just thought about this shot a lot, and I like it. And when I took it and shared it first, it was 16:9, and Scarl sent me a DM for the first time, telling me, "Man, this shot is great, but why the fuck did you crop it 16:9?" And I was like, why not? I mean, I never thought about cropping before this shot. This is the one responsible for my OCD, guys. He showed me this version, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, of course that's better. And then I looked up on the internet vertical shot 16:9, and I found a bunch of photograph websites explaining why it's not a good idea. And I just understood that. I just agreed with that, and that's why now I crop everything. So yeah, that would be my black and white portraits and trends probably. I think Jenny would still beat me. Scarl, we're not gonna talk about that. Scarl is a character, but he gives great tips. Sometimes not in the right way, but yeah, if you can just put your ego aside for a minute, he does give good tips. So yeah, I mean, this one helped me a ton. I have to say it. Guys, we're done. Let me maybe just show you again real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put this one here, and we're gonna go with this one here. Wait. All right, guys. There are your winners. Congrats to everyone who entered. Let me just go out of this frame for a sec. I really appreciated this contest because I really wanted to make something about VP, like real, thoughtful, serious VP. Again, it doesn't mean that it's the only VP you have to do. I will not do this. I will still enjoy taking nice shots, not overthought, whatever. A contest, yeah, I want this to be about photography. I want the result to make sense. Well, Bonnie, I said we're done, but you know me. Still have 30 minutes of talk. Just kidding, but yeah. So I didn't want to do a simple RT and follow and just take a random winner. It would have been best for my Twitter account, but really I wanted to have a bit more depth in that. So hopefully it helped me definitely to understand some stuff. I really realized a lot watching those streams. Oh, thanks for the bits, Nina. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so really I learned a lot. Hopefully you guys get something out of this. Hopefully if you didn't win, you still understand why. And again, absolutely okay to disagree with me, and I would love to talk about this if you want. But those are my reasons, and I'm grateful that I was able to explain them. I cannot really tell too much about future, but there are some plans going in the background of some people community stuff. So if you enjoyed this, if you actually enjoyed having feedback on this, maybe you want to stick around. Maybe something will come out and that will be interesting to you guys. I'm teasing, but I cannot yet. But we are working on some ideas with other friends. So let's see where it goes. Okay. I really wanted. I actually speak. I actually wanted to do that. I thought after the critique and stuff, I will play a bit, but it's too late. It took me too long. It's 1 in the morning now, so I'm gonna keep this stream just about the. It's the first time I do this, and I will not do this every week, obviously. But yeah, I really wanted to take the chance to do that a bit savagely, because I didn't ask for permission to people to critique their work or even edit them. I really hope it was constructive. So yeah. When I saw the announcement of the sequel, I got curious about the game. Yeah, I wanted to play this game. Okay, I want to say that too, by the way. I wanted to play this game. I started it when I had it on my Origin premium account that I stopped my subscription, so I lost the game. And when I saw the announcement from Requiem, I was like, okay, wow, I need to go back to this one, by the way. And to be completely honest, I didn't have the money to afford I was about to say in yen, but in 5,000 yen game. So I asked on Twitter, I asked for a key to Asobo and the Plague Tale account, but in the 2 next minutes, Compute Art, one of our fellow VPer and a good friend, saw my message and he sent me a code. He tell me, I have a key, I give it to you, enjoy. So I was really blown away by this. And the fact is that I actually sent an email. Yeah, the backlogs, man. I sent an email to the game director, again, very, very boldly, just to ask about the next photo mode and if I could help and stuff like this. And I also asked for a key. But by the time they came back to me, I already received the key from Compute Art. So the communication person at Asobo, a really, really good, really nice person. She told me, yeah, I can give you a key. And I told her, yeah, it's okay. Now I have one. And she said, no, it's okay. I can still have you one. And it's still nice, a nice gesture for me to do, because if you help with the photo mode, that's nice. So just give it to your community. And I was like, okay, nice. And she came back with 2 keys. She said she couldn't have one for PS4, but she was happy to provide 2 for Xbox and Steam. So I was like, okay, can I use this as I want? Can I do the contest or the giveaway I want? And she said, yeah, absolutely. That's for you to decide. So that was really nice of them. Again, thank you so much, Asobo, and the Plague Tale. Looking forward to seeing the next one. And yeah, if we can collaborate on this as well, I will be happy to help. So anyways, guys, that's it. I wish I could play a bit, but yeah, I'm actually super tired. So yeah, check it, because it was I don't remember how it works because I didn't renew my subscribing for a long time. So, but I do think the games are still there. I don't know. Just check if it's still free with Origin. But yeah, it was at some point. All right, Sakura. Congrats on the Far Cry 5 ending. Okay, check it out. It would make me feel better to not have you one. Guys, all right, I'm out. Thank you so much for sticking around. It was really quite a lot of people compared to usual, so really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I take this as an interesting stuff. I'm waiting for the hit on Twitter. If people DM me that I'm an asshole, we'll see. I really try to be as fair and nice as possible. And thank you, Nina. Thank you. Me too. I learned a lot, which is the greatest thing. That's the greatest thing. I'm not just here as telling, oh, you guys, you suck. You should do this and this. I just spent 3 days watching those shots and learning from them. And hopefully it will help my own shots. So props to you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Have a good day. It's okay, Sakura. It's okay for being late. Again, please watch the VOD. We talked about your shot at the beginning. So, I mean, yeah. Hopefully it will helpful for you as well. It will be helpful, sorry. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next time for more normal stream, probably, or just on Twitter. And you know the drill. Keep shooting. Be good to each other, and please go like my tweets. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good something. How are you doing, guys? Yes, this is me, Miles. Hello, everybody. I like to work on my entrance. Konnichiwa. Look at this, I'm so ready. Welcome, my foundling. Welcome to the Halo stream. Those are not real schedule.
You stole my boat.
Actually,